Welcome back to our channel. We are continuing our American adventure.
We're in Nashville, Tennessee, and we are staying in an Airbnb in East Nashville, which is in a lovely neighbourhood with lots of traditional wooden houses.
We are 3 miles away from downtown Nashville, and we've been walking in and getting an Uber back. The Ubers are really reasonable here.
In this episode, we'll show you some of the things that we got up to and some of the things that you can get up to too.
This is the Country Music Hall of Fame building. From the outside, I think it looks very much like a piano keyboard. Before you enter, visit the Music City's Walk of Fame across the street. This is a tribute to those who have contributed to the world of music with connections to Nashville. Each artist has a pavement plaque with a star. There are about 100 stars. It's a bit like the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
There were a couple of ticket options. We chose the standard admission at $30, but there was also a guided tour for $53. Our visit was around 2 to 3 hours, so we would recommend a minimum of 2 hours as there is a huge amount to see.
The museum tells the history of folk and country music from its origins in Europe through till today, with artifacts from the many musicians who have been inducted into the Hall of Fame. As of March 2024, there are 155 artists inducted into the Hall of Fame. As well as artifacts in display cases, there are also a number of films showing old performances. Our first night on Broadway was spent in Big Jimmy's Bar. There was a songwriter's night called the Get Up, which seems to be on every Wednesday. It was an excellent night with artists singing their own material. We loved the 3 artists we are including here, and it was nice to chat to them after. I'll include their details in the description.
If you think I'm holding on, still missing your loving. Do you think I hear you in every song? If you think I still want you, need you, dream about you, baby, 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 I don't. I made us in a little pine box somewhere in the back of my mind. It's storied and rest in peace, 6 feet deep for all time. Come around here like an old hound dog, digging up yesterday's bones. Great Robert, won't you leave the past alone?
On our second day, we walked via the Woodland Street Bridge across the Cumberland River into downtown. From the bridge, you get a good view of the Nashville skyline and the Nissan Stadium where the Tennessee Titans play.
This is a statue of the explorers James Robertson and John Donaldson, who in 1779 led a party to this point on the river known as the French Lick and constructed Fort Nashborough. The fort was named after General Francis Nash.
This is a reconstruction of the fort. In 1784, the community changed its name from Nashborough to Nashville. The fort is located on the river between the Woodland Street Bridge and Broadway. The Ryman Auditorium is located in the city, very close to the music bars on Broadway.
The building was opened as the Union Gospel Tabernacle in 1892 and renamed as the Ryman Auditorium in 1904 after the death of Thomas Ryman, who had led the building's construction.
Its success as a concert hall started with Lula C. Knapp, who started to promote and take bookings for the venue in 1904. Her role evolved into the official manager in 1920, and she stayed in that role until 1955.
When we visited, there was a small exhibition showcasing Elvis Presley's one and only appearance at the Grand Ole Opry in 1954. The Grand Ole Opry show moved to the Ryman in 1943 and stayed until it moved to its purpose-built building in 1974. We decided we would pay a visit to the Ryman Theatre because of its history in country music. Anyone you could ever think of who was involved in country music has played in this place. Hank Williams, Johnny Cash, and including modern acts now like Coldplay, Mumford and Sons. Since it got reopened in the early 90s, it went into ruin in the 70s. And also there's a great film that they have just before you are allowed to come into the theatre, that gives you the whole history and shows you everyone that's played here. Brings the place to life, I think.
It's done really well.
So it's definitely something that's worth doing when you come here to Nashville. We did the self-guided tour at $35. It included this photo, which is a nice memento. Outside, Michelle was pleased to find someone her own size.
Across the street from the Ryman is a shopping mall, and if you're looking to grab some food, it has an extensive food hall.
Broadway is the musical centre of Nashville, and there are so many bars with live music, it's actually quite hard to choose which one to go in. There are also many shops selling souvenirs and clothes, and a huge selection of cowboy boots. Where you come get your boots. Apparently if you buy one pair you get 2 pairs free. Seems a bit mad.
We spent a fun afternoon in the Redneck Riviera bar. The band were great and we loved the laid-back atmosphere.
On our final day we walked in again and this time crossed the Cumberland River on the John Siegenthaler Bridge. This historic bridge opened in 1909 and is now pedestrian only. It brings you in nicely to 3rd Street where you will find the Johnny Cash Museum.
The museum is open 7 days a week and only closed for Thanksgiving and Christmas Day. Entry is $25.95 plus tax. Opened in 2013, it features the largest collection of his artifacts in the world. If you are interested in Johnny Cash, you'll find it fascinating to see so many personal items from his childhood, his days in the Air Force and through to his final years. At the end there's a great gift shop with aptly named checkouts, but you can pay by card of course.
There are Sun Studio and cash themed restaurants close to the museum if you want to eat before or after.
On our final night we attended the Grand Ole Opry radio show. You can park in the Opry Mill shopping mall car park at the cinema end.
As well as many shops, the mall has restaurants like the Cheesecake Factory, where we ate, and Madame Tussauds Waxwork Museum, and you can even buy your moonshine there.
To the Grand Ole Opry presented by Humana. My name is Kelly Sutton, and whether you're here inside the Grand Ole Opry house with us right now or listening on the radio all around the world, we are certainly glad that you decided to spend your evening with us here at the show that made country music famous. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my hand.
It's hard to love and not be loved. It's so hard to please your mind. When you're broken the heart, when you're a poor boy, you'll never break this heart of mine.
At the show they give you a free programme for the evening, which we thought was a nice touch. There were 6 acts with an interval in the middle.
Attending the show definitely made our visit to Nashville complete. If you want to stay out of the centre, then East Nashville is a good choice. It's an attractive neighbourhood with plenty of bars, cafes and restaurants all in walking distance, and you'll find some cool street art dotted around.
This is Airbnb house. It looks very small from the outside on this side, but it's not inside. We like to think of it as a TARDIS. The owners actually live underneath and at the back.
Hello.
Oh, hello. You're in. So, as you can see, it is very spacious, just like the TARDIS, compared with its outside. Good kitchen, cooker, microwave, fridge, freezer, lovely bedroom, wooden floor. The house was built maybe 30s, 40s.
See the description for details of our Airbnb.